Hi there. I'm Penny Hunt, and this is Penny Heart to Heart. Today, I want to talk to you about my writing that I posted last week, The Big W. And I want to talk to you today about worry. Worrying is something that we all do from time to time, and some amount of worry is normal. I had a friend tell me once that good people worry. And I think that's true. We worry about our kids and our family, and we worry about everybody being healthy and happy, and a little bit of that is okay. But what I really want to talk to you about is how much time we spend, how much time we waste worrying about things that we can't control. And so I ask you to ask 3 questions when there's something that you're worrying about. 3 questions. Can you change it? Can you stop it? And the third question is probably the most important. Is it really yours to worry about? Does it belong to you? Do you have ownership of what you're worrying about? Or is it totally belonging to somebody else and you have just decided to make it your worry? So if you ask yourself those 3 questions when you're worrying, and if you can't stop it, then why worry? If you can't change it, then why worry about it? And if it's not your worry, you need to let it go. Now, if you can change it or stop it, and it's really important enough or is going to cause danger to you or someone you love, and you can do something about it, that's a different story. But trying to meditate on the negative, and that's what I think worry is. When, meditation is when you concentrate your mind on nothing or on one thing. And the hope of meditation is to create a space of peace in your mind and in your body so that you let everything go. Everything that's going around you on the outside of your body, you let it all go. And you try to find this place of peace. But when you concentrate your mind on worrying, you are really doing a negative meditation. You are meditating, you are concentrating, you're filling your mind with that one thought, and it's negative. It's a worry. Negative meditation takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of emotional energy, a lot of physical energy. It causes a lot of stress. It's something that really we don't need to do. There was another thing that I wrote about that I wanted you to think about. That third question, is it yours to worry about? You see, I believe we're all here for the 3 reasons. You've heard me say this many times. To learn, to teach, and to love. And that's it. So we are here to learn our own lessons. And sometimes we're involved in someone else's lessons, but we're here to learn our own lessons. So if the worry is not yours, if you don't have ownership of what you're worried about, if it belongs to somebody else, you are really being kind of rude on a soul level. That person is here to learn their lessons. And if you can't stop it, if you can't change it, and it's not yours to worry about, then let them have ownership of it. Don't spend your life worrying about things that aren't yours to worry about. Don't waste your time on that negative type of meditation. You know people that just are worriers, and they worry about everything. They always conjure up in their mind. They have great imaginations, and they conjure up the worst case scenario of what might happen. And they worry and worry and worry about that. And then there are these special people that even after a situation has cleared and the event or worrisome situation is over, they start imagining what could have happened. The worst case scenario of what could have happened when the event is already over and maybe it was a minor situation. But they work their minds up into a frenzy worrying about how bad it could have been when it really wasn't that bad at all. Again, so much wasted time on negative imagination, negative meditation on a worry that we have no control about and is in the past, and we still worry about it. So there's so many ways that we spend our lives and our time worrying unnecessarily. So I gave you a tip. You know, I'm big on tips. I like to give you tips. And in my writing, I talked about the W. And this is the W in my picture. This is the W in my home. And I suggested that you find yourself a W. Now, you can find these in hobby stores or decorating stores, or you can make a W out of paper and cut it out. It doesn't really matter. But find a W and place it somewhere in your home that you see it often. On your bathroom mirror, on your refrigerator, on a cabinet door, by your computer if you spend a lot of computer time like I do. But put your W somewhere that you see it. And when you see this big W in your face, it will remind you that worrying is a negative meditation, that it is a waste of time, that it conjures up stress in our bodies that we don't need it to. And again, analyze your worry. Is it something you can change? Is it something you can stop? Is it yours to worry about? And if it's not, this big W will remind you to let it go. That it's not yours. It's not yours to own. It's not yours to worry about. It could already be in the past. And you can't change it. So I wanted you to think about worrying. And that was my whole goal of writing that. I have gone through phases of my life when I worried, if our children are sick, or, there are times when worry is a legitimate thing. Not good for us, but it seems like we do have ownership of the worry, of the situation, and so it does cause us some stress and some worry time. But what I would like you to do in the next few days, find a W, cut it out of a piece of paper, cut a W out of a magazine article, and put it somewhere so that you see it, to remind yourself not to spend a lot of time worrying about things you can't change, worrying about things that aren't yours to worry about, and worrying about things from the past. And see if you can concentrate on positive meditation and giving your mind and your body that place of peace that we all strive for. I just wanted to pop in and talk to you about my latest writing, The Big W. And as always, the link is here. If you haven't read it yet, you can go to the link and read it and share it with others, especially if you know someone who is such a worrier that maybe they need to read that piece that I wrote. I'm Penny Hunt, and this has been Penny Heart to Heart. Thanks for watching.